And the votes are in for Oregon's special election. One of the measures we've been tracking closely looks like it's not going to happen. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Haley Gravitt. Now, ballot measure 15216, better known as Talent's Urban Renewal Project, wants to use tax financing to rebuild Talent from the 2020 Alameda fire. Most of the people we spoke to in Talent today say that they're against this measure. Some people opposing the plan for appearing to take funds from other areas like Jackson County Fire District 5, which would see a decrease in funds of $139,000 a year. Talent City Council said if the proposal failed the election, the council will not consider adoption. And while the vote is unofficial tonight, votes against the plan outnumber supporters almost 2-1. Votes against the Alameda Fire Recovery and Revitalization Plan are at 65%. And let's take a look at other measures that you all voted for today. Starting in Jackson County, Measure 15-212 determines whether the Charlotte and Water District should dissolve, liquidate, and transfer its service responsibilities to the cities of Phoenix and Medford. Tonight, voters strongly say yes, passing the measure by nearly a 5-1 margin with 82% in favor. And Measure 15-213 has a closer result. It determines whether to issue $4.4 million in general bonds to pay for Rogue River School's improvements. Voters passed the measure for bonds to also construct and renovate schools by a 57% to 43% vote tonight. And right now it appears the closest vote of this special election so far belongs to Ashland. Measure 15-214 is a proposed amendment to Ashland's food and beverage tax. It would change the percentage of tax funds dedicated to city parks, open spaces, recreation, and senior services. Now, of course, pending a final result, this race is nearly 50-50. Initial results show people against the change barely ahead by 1% of the vote. Ashland's other ballot measure is more decisive tonight. Measure 15-215 is deciding whether to raise compensation for Ashland's mayor and city councilors to $900 per month. 72% of Ashland's voters support this measure right now. The mayor is making $500 per month and city councilors make $350 a month. This is based on the city's 1954 charter. And over in Klamath County, Measure 18-130 is a dead end right now for a public transportation tax. The measure would have issued a levy of 29 cents per $1,000 for 5 years for public transportation. The initial results show the measure failed by a vote of 68% against it compared to 32% in favor. And a different Klamath County 5-year levy has voter approval tonight with 65% of the vote. The ballot item 9-157. It approves a tax for Lapine Rural Fire Protection District for operations and personnel. And over in Curry County, initial results show voters approved general obligation bonds for Central Curry School District 1. The bond money is for school safety and facility upgrades. Initial results show a yes vote of 56%.